Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new video, and this time I just want to make a fast review of the annual report from Games Workshop. So, yeah, it has been an exceptional year for them, and the numbers are here showing that they have done really good year. So the revenue it's 353 million pounds. Compared is a very big growth compared to last year. Double-digit growth. It's as well for the constant currency, and also the operating profit have increased from 90 to 151. So this is an increase of 50% or something like that, right? So it's more than 50% increase. So it's super big increase. So the growth of this year has been very high, and as well we have here the dividends share declared per year. So the shares also, the dividends on the shares have also increased, and the earnings per share have increased a lot. So an amazing year for Games Workshop. The only thing is how sustainable this will be over time, right? Because and this is a risk for this type of companies where the investors want to see the same growth year after year, but we have to say this type of growth is not sustainable over time. So I don't know if 2022 they will manage to keep track or not, but yeah, there is a moment that you cannot keep growing at this speed because there is no more people, and there is a limit always, right, on how much you can grow. If we go to the other thing that I like to read, so here you have the letter of the CEO. It's up to you to read it, so you can find this in the workshop, and if you look for that, you will find the report. What I like to see is to know what are the strategy and objective, what are the main objective of each workshop. And here we see so the different elements that they want to focus. The first element is on high quality miniatures, so they still focus on that. I think they are consistent on this part. I don't see any change in direction. They keep doing high quality miniatures as well. The next element, so the second element is that we make fantasy miniatures for in our endless imaginary world. So they really are all of them in their IP, and they try to be into their piece. So it's difficult so it's the way to keep the control, right, to avoid that other third parties come into the game for their games. The third element is the customer focused. Here we aim to communicate in an open way. I think here, yeah, they are communicating more than before, but that they are communicating in an open way, not always. Okay, so for example, Curse City, we don't know what happened there, why they stopped selling. So they are here. I think they should improve, but you can see that they consider that they are focused on the customer, and they are communicating openly. Whoever and whenever our customers are in whichever way they want to engage with Warhammer, we will do our most to support them. Okay. And to be fair, they have improved a lot the support, right? Here there is an area where they have improved a lot in the last years. Still room for improvement, but I understand there are some limitations of what they can communicate. The fourth element is the global nature of our business. So yeah, they seek to go all over the world to find hobbies everywhere, and it's the only way to keep growing. If you want really to keep growing at this speed, you need to go in new countries, in new areas where you don't have entered yet. Our retail channel is supported by our online store. Yeah, so they have the tool. We are going to see later on how it's divided the sales by channels. And the fifth element is being focused on cash, and this is more for the investors. So they want to have a good cash flow so they can reinvest the money into design and development. And to be fair, to keep these first two elements, you need to invest a lot into design and development of miniatures, artwork, and so on. So it's important that you should keep the investment. So it seems that have been an excellent year. Let me go. I will scroll down now to. This is also a very interesting thing. So how the shares have growth over here. Okay, you can see it's an exponential growth a little bit. Yeah, it's like that, and the dividend that have share. Okay. The COVID measures, so yeah, they were talking about the COVID measures and the disruption, and it's interesting because they talk about the Brexit later on. Let me see if I don't miss it. But this is a moment they talk about the Brexit. So this is mainly about COVID. Of course, they say that they have sent some people to work from home and so on. The manufacturing, the warehousing. And let me see, because there was a part of here it is the Brexit. Okay, so here they say that there is some disruptions due to Brexit, especially on continental Europe. The movement of goods, we say, from the UK to Europe across all sales channels have faced significant disruption. We again acknowledge that the unfortunate delivery service to our continental European customers was well below expectations, so they recognize that they had a lot of problems, and they had to give a response for of the order of 1.2 million. So they still don't have enough data to analyze how big is the impact, but there is impact, of course. And then there's also, this is one of the part, the movement of goods, but then they have a second impact, that is they have problems now to have, or they have to be careful when they have European nationals into the UK. Okay, because as the UK is not anymore in the European Union, so all the agreements they had before are not there anymore. So before, you don't need any European person was able to work in UK without any special permission. No, you need a special permission and so on. So this is important. So again, diversity, sustainability here. I'm curious because I have not seen any sustainable movement on Games Workshop. More recently, we have created the Sustainable Action List, so I guess they will start now. And what this means, I'm looking forward. Maybe they have to reduce a little bit the package from these big miniatures, but on the other side, this is competing with the premium looking packaging. So I'm wondering what they will take from here. Let's go. They talk about the licensing. So is increasing our video game activity and revenues. This is and establishing our IP use distributed entertainment elements. So this is all the comics and all the Bandai miniatures, and we also have seen in Steam there are a lot more and more games linked to Games Workshop. What's called this Games Workshop IP. Okay, so licensing here we see, and then the entertainment, number of projects development with various partners around the world. So what I said, so they are keep doing this part. Okay, core business. So I will not go. Here is the part I want to go. So here you see the split between trade, retail, and online. Okay, and what is interesting is to see that retail have growth a lot. Okay. Trade. Trade is the independent retailers. This is not the Games Workshop store. These are the Games Workshop stores. So the Games Workshop stores have decreased a little bit, and I guess they shift to online. Okay, so COVID have shifted a lot of the sales online. So trade is good because here we have also the online independent retailers. So this is why I'm not surprised of this growth. I'm not surprised neither on the reduction on retail on their own shops, but still they have, I guess, a lot have shift to the online that have a massive growth. Okay, so this is also interesting to see. And then the split by these are the number of stores by country. Okay, still North America have growth one store. They are very stable, so they have not growth to many stores. I think they have, no, indeed, they have decreased number of stores. Okay, they opened 9 and they closed 17. So it makes sense. In COVID period, this was not needed, and you can see that the volume on these stores is a little bit lower. Let's see when all these COVID measures relax a little bit more all over the world, and the people can go more to the shops to play. Because the retail for me is very important. to get new people. Operating profit. So this is the again design. So here we see all the operating profit. We'll not go in detail on that. I just wanted, so this is a return on capital employed. I was going for the split of sales by country. This is much lower, and then I will close this report. I will close this video. I think it's here. No, this is if you want to see, you also can see how much energy consumption they have. They have increased energy consumption a little bit versus previous years, even though they have to work from home. But yeah, you can look there. It's not, for me, it's not one of the things I want to look here. Yeah, how the board and so on. I just want to go lower, where we have the split by countries or by regions, because there is no country. Okay, no, this is not interesting for me now. No, these are different board. You can see all this. There is a lot of details on this. I will not go all over these details. So this is also a staff cost, profit attributable, dividends paid. So you can see how is it split. Where the profit attribute to owners is the biggest part. More, and this is the share, how it's moving. So now you see there will be a moment that they will not be able to. No, this is the performance. Sorry, the share is later on. There was a similar graph, but the shares, there will be a moment that will not be able to go more and more. So there's also a limit. Yeah, this is more details on what to see, but you can see operating profit have growth a lot. The operating profit is much bigger. The gross profit, sorry, and the operating profit is well much bigger. So they have growth a lot, and here we see this is also interesting to see where they have the different assets. So this is these are non-tangible things. These are current assets. Like inventory, so interesting that inventory have growth, makes sense if you have more business, but also trade and other receivables, current tax assets, cash and cash equivalent. So yeah, and mainly they have increase in assets. Also, this is something that you want to keep under control, how much assets you have, because this is block money. And I was looking I cannot find now the table by countries. I think it's here. So here is, for me, this was interesting as well to see how they are going on the different parts. So these are the retailers. Okay, so you can see that UK and continental Europe have growth quite a lot, but North America have growth even more, and now North America is the biggest business, bigger business than UK. Okay, Australia and New Zealand have doubled, it's very impressive. Asia have increased by 50%, and the only part that is flat is the Black Library, since the Black Library have not increased business. And then as well the retail, the Games Workshop stores, a big drop, big drop in UK. I guess COVID have made a big disruption. A growth in North America, so it means that the shops in North America are doing well, and also drop in Europe. So Europe have been quite impacted by COVID on these areas. And then online, you can see online have growth everywhere as expected. Yeah, I will not expect less. And then we have digital as well that have growth. It's normal that in COVID times all this growth. And I think this will be all for today. So this is all what I want to share. So here you can see also what type of elements, so licensing, group, operating, support. So yeah, there is more, and you have more and more details later on, but I will not go to all these details. Okay, so this is all what I want to talk in this video. I hope you find this video interesting. This is the report, just summarizing excellent year for Games Workshop. But be aware that this will not be a sustainable growth. It's too fast, and too much. So let's see what happens because the investors can give a slice back. That's all for now. As usual, thanks a lot for